Hi, Joe Vierno here, coming to you from Mason Gross School of the Arts. And I have with me Barbara Marchand and two of the acting students here who are now seniors in the BFA program. This is Devon Beckford and also Bree Foister. And we'll be speaking with you in a little bit about your experience in London. Let's set that up, Barbara. Barbara, you are the head of the BFA acting program here at Mason Gross.
Yes.
And what happens every year to that junior class?
Well, every year the junior class, the entire class goes to London at the beginning of September, where they embark on an intensive classical training program that ends with a performance of a Shakespearean play on the Globe stage at the end of March.
Right. Devon,
Yes.
you spent a year in London.
Yes, I did.
It's all part of the curriculum here.
Yes.
How much of the fact that you had to go away for a year abroad, how did that factor into your decision to come here?
Oh, it was one of the biggest decisions to come here.
Bree is smiling. Is that still the case?
Absolutely. It was a huge selling point for Rutgers, who already has a fantastic acting training program here in New Jersey. But the opportunity to go abroad was definitely a deciding factor.
We're going to talk about the creation of A Midsummer Night's Dream, because it really is something very special. And I don't use that word a lot. But in this particular case, we have A Midsummer Night's Dream. And what makes it so different and special for me is that you have 12 actors. It's the entire, which is now the senior class, playing 30 different roles.
Right.
And during the course of the play, Devon here plays 5 different roles during one performance,
Yes.
5 different roles. Bree, I think you said you had
4.
Right. And so that makes it sort of different and interesting. But on top of that, we've had music commissioned for this particular company. A Midsummer Night's Dream, I felt, was the perfect play for this company. And because the company is musical and physical, and the play, the text is so rich and varied and lends itself to music, we were fortunate, really fortunate, to get 2 brilliant men. One, Mark Teitler, the composer who comes out of the Royal Opera House, and Joe Atkins as the arranger, to create a score based on their relationships with these actors and watching their work. We're going to see a piece of that music in a scene. Original music composed and arranged for this particular production, so that really makes it exciting. Another exciting thing about this production is we're coming to you from the Victoria J. Mastrobono Theater.
Yes.
This is the first, it's actually, it used to be the New Theater. I call it the New Vic now. But it's going to be the first performance with the new theater name, and I believe the family is coming to your opening.
Yes, the family's coming. Our dean, George Stauffer's coming, and we are the inaugural production, which I couldn't be happier about, because she was an extraordinary woman and she loved actors.
Yeah, how wonderful. Let's give you a little bit of detail about this. It's Shakespeare's A Midsummer Night's Dream. It's going to play Friday, September the 3rd, through Sunday, September the 12th. No performance on September the 8th. Thursday through Saturday night at 8 o'clock. Sunday at 2 o'clock. It's at the Victoria J. Mastrobono Theater, formerly the New Theater. Phone number for tickets, 732-932-7511. Right on the campus here, Mason Gross. I believe it's the Douglas School.
Yes.
Okay, and the address, if you Google map it, it's 85 George Street. You get to play 5 different roles in the Shakespeare play. You've got all of this dialogue. You have to learn the entire play.
We have to actually know everything that's going on, because playing 5 different roles, you can sometimes forget which role you're going to play right next. So you have to make sure you're always on your toes to, make sure that your company is doing well, and you have to lend yourself to being the best actor you could be.
I mean, learning all. Bree, tell me about the role of Puck. What's going on with that?
Puck has actually is the impish fairy, servant of Oberon, the fairy king. And the role has actually been split into 2 parts for our company, played by my classmates Gabriella Fanuelli and Glenn Quentin. And also there have been songs added to Puck's dialogue, and the 2 of them play off one another and have a really special relationship.
So one character is being played by 2 actors throughout the course of the play.
In Puck's case, yes, and in other cases, 2 actors will play the same character at different points, just to give us all an opportunity to have a really full, rich rehearsal and performance experience with various characters.
Did you do that in London? Was that the same idea?
It was,
So
yes.
we brought it back here to New Brunswick, to Mason Gross. It's being restaged and directed by Barbara Marchand and
Kevin Kittle.
Kittle.
Kevin Kittle, who is a very important person in the BFA program, and yes, we're working. We're taking what was done in London, and we are playing.
I've had with me the head of the BFA acting program. This is Barbara Marchand, and two of the actors. This is Devon Beckford, who plays 5 roles in the show, and Bree Foister, who's playing 4 of the roles in the show. We're going to see a musical number from A Midsummer Night's Dream following this. Thank you all so much for being on. Thanks for having us in. What a pleasure.
Thank you. Thank you for coming.
Thank you.